What is going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? I am Revolutionary Cowboy, and I'm back with an all-new WWE Mattel figure review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the WWE Best of Pay-Per-View Toys R Us exclusive Build-A-Figure set of Booker T. And for those of you who don't know who Booker T is, he is the five-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Or six-time World Champion. I'm not going to say that 6 times because I want to get through this review as best as I can. And he's also a Hall of Famer. And at this time they had made this Build-A-Figure set before it was released, he was the general manager of SmackDown. And that's the attire he's wearing. And obviously I'll get to him in a moment. I'll put them together. As you can see, well, there's 4 figures in the set. And they're basics. Just like the Teddy Long set that was released last year. And like the previous Build-A-Figure sets that were elites, like Michael Cole, Ricardo Rodriguez, John Laurinaitis, and Paul Heyman. So once again, we had the basic Build-A-Figure set. I mean, the Build-A-Figure itself, Booker T, is elite, but yeah, just to get us to buy more basics of people who probably end up wearing the pegs. As you can see, Sheamus, Alberto Del Rio, The Undertaker, and The Rock, which, I don't know, they're not so much bad, but in some ways I prefer that Taker, not Taker, but Booker T would would be sold as a separate figure instead of a build figure. But I'll give you my opinions on each one of these figures, so I'm gonna get ready to do that, and then eventually we'll put Booker T together. First up, we have the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, and out of the 4 figures in the set, he's probably not my favorite. Least favorite, but he's alright. I don't hate Sheamus, but everywhere I go, Sheamus is a peg warmer. Especially his Elite 25 figure. Oh my god, go to Toys R Us and that's all I can find for that set. But that's another story. Anyways, the figure is nothing special. It's just the same attire he's worn since he debuted. Let's see if we can zoom in on his face. It's just that same kind of meh face scan. And honestly, it's orange this time, not red, because sometimes they recolor his hair like the weirdest ass colors. But anyways, let me pull him out of the ring, maybe give you guys a better look at him. It's not much special. I mean, really, the trunks are the same that ones he's worn since he debuted. A cross on the back. It says Leoch somewhere on the trunks. I have to pull his legs down a little. And I've got a little bit silver green. I mean, it's nothing really special. I mean, it's Sheamus. He's, as I'm currently doing this video, he's injured, so obviously of all the figures in the set, he probably will get bought the least. But then again, almost everybody in the set's not on TV, and I'll get to the other guys, in a moment. Now, for his Build-A-Figure piece, he comes with a torso to Booker T. Now, in my previous reviews, I've had jokes, and I don't know if I have a joke, to be honest. I don't know if Sheamus is so pale or something that Booker T, I don't know. I can't think of a good joke. Honestly, I probably won't make any jokes in this review unless I can think of a good one, but here's a torso for Booker T. So now let's get on to the next figure. Next, we have Alberto Del Rio. If you expect me to roll my R's, I can't. I wish Ricardo Rodriguez was here to do that for me, but anyways, not a bad figure, and this is actually the second time we've had Alberto Del Rio in a Build-A-Figure set, and it's not going to be the last, because he'll also be in the JR set, in Elite form, but like I said, second time, he was in the Teddy Long set. In the Teddy Long set, he wore a gold attire with black, for the trim on the A's. This time, he's wearing more of a, I guess, it's an alright attire. Head scan, he's smirking, so not too bad. So, pull him out of the ring. You can see he's got white trunks with a red A, green on the sides. So he's in the colors of Mexico, which is not too bad. I'm not a big Del Rio fan, and like Sheamus, as I mentioned before, Del Rio is a little bit of a peg warmer. Even though of all the wrestlers in the set, Del Rio is the only active one. So, obviously, there's not much of an excuse not to buy him. But still, you know, kids, not all kids seem to want Del Rio. Oh well, whatever. Now, for his part of the Build-A-Figure, last time he came with the head and the, you know, jacket and glasses for Teddy Long. So this time, he comes with the legs of Booker T. Which, if I could probably make a clever joke, we could probably say that these legs snuck over the border with Del Rio, as Zeb Coulter would say. Or just, you know, kick him. Do that, kick, sucker! See, I can do some jokes. So, we'll move him off the side. And we got 2 more figures to go before we put Booker T together. Now it's time to rest in peace. Because the third figure in the set is the Phenom, The Undertaker. The man who is currently 21-0 at WrestleMania. And at the moment, because of his injuries, because, you know, he's wrestled for over, I say about 25 years, is not on TV. But obviously, as I'm doing this video, it's getting close to WrestleMania, so we should probably expect him to come back soon. The figure itself is not that exciting. Not bad, I mean, but we've seen this figure over and over since Taker had cut his hair with the current Buzz Mohawk attire he's been sporting. Turn around for you. I mean, really, it's just the same. I mean, the first Taker figure to have that was the Toys R Us exclusive 20-0 Taker. And since then, we've got the WrestleMania Heritage Taker, Best 2013. There's a battle pack with him and CM Punk. So honestly, this is just a figure that's been done over and over. Obviously, it's basic. The only one that's elite was the Toys R Us one, the 20-0 exclusive. And when it comes to the attire, it's the same black singlet tights he's been wearing, black gloves, one black elbow pad. On the side, he's got the Taker logo in orange. The other side, you know, the RIP PB, which, you know, rest in peace Paul Bear. So at least it's current. Since, you know, he was wearing this attire to show respect to the late Paul Bear when he went against CM Punk to get back the urn. So at least it's an up-to-date attire. Like I said, not an excited figure, but it's not a bad figure. For his accessories, the arms. Well, I'm going to try to leave a clever joke. Taker decided to do some kind of move to take Booker T's arms or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any good jokes in this review. I really don't. So now, we have one more figure to go. And finally, The Rock has come back to be reviewed by me, RHC, as he is the 4th figure in the Booker T Build-A-Figure set. This figure is, you know what, I hate to say it, is my favorite. Even though I think a lot of you might disagree with me, because not everybody really is crazy about The Rock, since he's gone back to Hollywood to make millions and millions of dollars. I feel like I do the primetime players thing right now. Millions of dollars, millions of dollars. But anyways, moving on. Yeah, I mean, also he's like the highest grossing actor of 2013. Had one hell of a match with John Cena with the WWE Championship. Of course, debuted the new WWE title. Still, I'm a fan of The Rock. So obviously, yeah, of the 4 figures in the set, I like The Rock the best. If there wasn't for the Booker T Build-A-Figure, he would be the most likely one that I was going to buy. The other figure, since I'm not big on Del Rio, I don't like Sheamus that much, and I'm not too crazy about Taker's Mohawk attire since I already have that figure. Obviously, The Rock would have been the only one I would have bought. But since it's for the Booker T Build-A-Figure, I had to get all 4. But The Rock, like I said, was probably the one I wanted the most. Yeah, his attire is not all that great. It's the same attire. You know, he's got the bald head scan, doing the eyebrow. He's got his Samoan tattoo. Same trunks with the Rock on the front. The Brahma Bull on the back, Brahma Bull tattoo. So yeah, once again, feel free to disagree with me. I just like The Rock, so like I said, you know, I'll collect 8 figures of his. If it weren't for the Booker T Build-A-Figure set, he'd probably be the figure again the set. So now, his pieces, obviously you guys should already guess by now, if you've seen all the other figures, comes with Booker T's jacket, Booker T's head, "Can you dig it, sucker?" And because he used to wear these for a while, he hasn't worn them recently, his glasses. And, oh, sorry, I moved my camcorder a little bit. And of course, if y'all know the history, over a decade ago, Booker T and The Rock did have a few matches against each other, which The Rock eventually defeated Booker T for the WWE title, which was Booker T's last WWE title reign, which he wouldn't get another chance to be world champion again until 2006. But still, you know, these two had passed. Just tell me, where's my body, sucker? Your body's over there. You didn't even put the Guerrero, you jabroni. Ah, get on my ring, sucker. Stay tuned, suckers. We're gonna put my body together. Now can you dig it, sucker? Alright, now it's time for the moment of truth. So let's get all of his pieces together. First the legs and the torso. As always, you should always do this first. Because you have to, because the Booker man's got his legs, do a spinner Rudy, right? Snap it in place like that. And then, like always, you have to put the jacket on first. Do not put the arms in, kids, because if you do, you'll have to take the arms off. Which, the Build-A-Figures are not too hard to take it back apart, but I prefer not to. So there you go. We're going to put him in the ring. Then we got his arms, which got to make sure left is left, right is right. Oh, I believe I got these the right arm here. Alright, there's the right arm. And now for the left. And finally, well, the Booker man's got to have his head. So we pop the head in place. Like that, and there you go. But finally, his last accessory, and I'm glad he has hair, and I'll mention that in a moment, why. Here are his glasses, which are these cool black frame glasses that he used to wear for a while. Go right in here, in his hair, and they actually stay in place. Now, the last Build-A-Figure of Teddy Long also included glasses, and well, Teddy Long is bald. And sadly, there's no place for Teddy's glasses to go, because obviously his ears are molded onto his head, so his glasses don't rest on his head and all. And unfortunately, I don't know where my Teddy Long's glasses are. At least Booker T has hair. So let's get a nice close-up of Booker T's face. It's not bad. He's got this grinning head scan. You know, Booker T's ready to do some business as the former general manager of SmackDown. Now, for those of you who are customizers and want to do like a suited Booker T with his older figure, which, let me bring out for a comparison. Here is the Elite 14 Booker T, which was the first Booker T figure, and I don't have his base 22 figure, but that's alright. I mean, it's nothing much different other than the articulation. What you can see, they're actually about the same height. Obviously, this one's more muscular because he's in a suit, but if you ever wanted to, say, swap their heads, have this head on the Elite 14 and have the Elite 14 head scan on the general manager one, then obviously you can do that, but keep in mind, while this head should be easier to remove, if you do remove this head, kids, make sure you have boiling water and ask your parents. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show you because I don't really do a whole lot of head swaps with my figures. If I do, I'll probably end up buying another Elite 14 Booker T and another General Manager Booker T, but I don't want to go through the trouble of having to buy more of the other figures in the set. So obviously, this is probably the only Booker T build figure I'm going to buy. But yeah, I guess that's really about it. So I'll move you off. So there you go. There is my review. And he's gonna do a spin Rudy, sucker. I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. Now can you dig it, sucker? And yeah, that's really about it. Alright, there you go, guys. That was my review of the Booker T Build-A-Figure set. Let me know what you guys thought of this. Do you like this set? Do you hate it? I mean, would you rather Booker T would have been a separate figure in his general manager form? Do you have a favorite figure in the set? Do you have a figure you hate? Do you hate them all? Do you like them all? I mean, what are your thoughts? Personally, like I had mentioned earlier, I would have rather Booker T would have been a separate figure. I mean, he was in the past. I mean, I understand because of the general manager concept, they made him a Build-A-Figure, but I would have rather this Booker T figure would have been separate. Especially since it's an Elite and they're all basics, I mean. But whatever. That's how Mattel and Toys R Us make their money. Make you buy, obviously, for figures that aren't going to sell as well anyway, just to get the Booker T figure in. At least the next Build-A-Figure set with JR, most of the figures in that set will be pretty much desired. So, you know, maybe you'll have a reason to buy the JR figure other than just buy the JR figure, you know. But like I said, not a bad set. At least Booker T's glasses stay on, and if you ever want to take them off, you can, of course. Just, if you want to, make one of the other wrestlers wear them. But I'll put them back on the Booker man. But other than that, not a bad figure, not a bad set. And I hope you guys enjoy this review. Make sure to hit that like button if you like the review. Make sure to leave your comments. And of course, if you're new to my channel, want to see more WWE figure reviews or any other reviews I do, TMNT Power Rangers, if I get Booker T's glasses back on. What the hell, sucker? What the hell? Getting my glasses back on, sucker. Okay, but anyway, they're back on it. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Rock on and keep collecting.